My name's Mike Rowe, and this is my job. I explore the country looking for people who aren't afraid to get dirty. Hard-working men and women who do the kinds of jobs that make civilized life possible for the rest of us. Sometimes I hear the dirty jobs theme in my dreams. But when I wake up, I'm always gratified to know that over the last 5 years, we've lived up to it. We've been to the top of the tallest bridge and the depths of the lowliest sewer, from coal mines to cattle ranches to crab boats to steel mills. We've had our hands on the country's infrastructure. We've met some of the best people you could ever hope to accidentally run into. And I've personally done some things to turkeys and sheep that I'm not comfortable talking about. The point is, after 200 filthy adventures, it's enough to make a fellow want to look back and reflect and celebrate. And that is exactly what we're going to do. But not tonight. Sorry. Tonight, there's work to be done. Serious work. Important work. The kind of work that keeps this country moving. The kind of work that, if done properly, will keep polite society out of the ditch. The kind of work that just might get this country back on track. Now, for the 200th time, get ready to get dirty.
Coming up on Dirty Jobs. In Boise, Idaho, they build trains from the ground up.
This is no kidding a hazardous place.
This is no kidding a very hazardous place.
And for my 200th job,
oh my goodness,
we thought some fireworks would be appropriate. I just didn't know they'd be in my pants. And later,
step back. I got the cheater bar.
You could call it the Locomotive Nutcracker Suite.
You got to move them a little bit.
Or maybe the Bass-Ackwards Ballet.
Only problem is they're on tightening, not loosening.
Yeah. You're kidding.
No. Righty, tighty, lefty, loosey.
Guys, the two experts just watched me tighten this thing beyond. Oh, God.
Dirty Jobs is presented by the all-new 09 F-150. It's not just a new truck, it's a new F-150.
This is a locomotive. It's not quite done yet. Neither is that one. They make locomotives here all day long, every day. Nearly 300,000 square feet, 40-some-odd acres. This is a huge place, and this locomotive is eventually going to haul commuters back and forth somewhere in Maryland. Point is, I thought it'd be kind of fun to come to Boise, Idaho, build a choo-choo.
Trains have been and still are the backbone of this country. About 43% of everything in the typical home has been on a train at one time or another. Motive Power is an industry leader, not only in building locomotives from the ground up, but also rebuilding and refurbishing older locomotives to near new condition. More than 2,500 locomotives have been delivered from Motive Power's facility since 1972.
All right, so this is the fabrication building. I was just in the undercarriage build-up area, and I've come over here to a different bay to talk about the airco table. And this is Dan?
Yes.
Airco table, right?
Yes, Airco table. Airco is the manufacturer of the machine. What the machine actually is a plasma CNC burn table.
I mean, what stage in the process do you do?
This is the very first stage of the locomotive. This is the raw material coming in, us making product to be started to be assembled in through the welding, through the assembly mechanics.
You're talking about raw steel?
Raw steel. Right now, we're going to be working on some underframe parts, which is part of the locomotive frame assembly itself.
Why are your glasses seemingly more sophisticated than mine?
Because mine are what we call here Batman glasses. What this does is it seals around your eyes to get a better fit, to keep debris out of your eyes. Where we deal with lots of grinding, other particles in the air,
right,
we actually have to have something around our eyes to seal up better. And we also use spaceman helmets. Again, what this does is it protects debris from hitting you.
So this is no kidding a hazardous place?
This is no kidding a very hazardous place.
All right. Where shall we begin?
We'll walk right between the tables here, and what we're going to do to start with, we're going to move the whole carriage down to our plate.
Carriage meaning this orange guy, it's all attached.
The gantry, this whole thing. So all we got to do is pull there and walk with it.
What's a machine like this run you?
I would assume this would be a $250,000 plus machine.
Pricey. When in doubt, go with $250,000.
Yes.
Everything costs $250,000 nowadays. What?
Okay, what you were doing is you're moving both at one time.
Oh.
And you almost crashed into the wall, which isn't good. That's $5,000 torque.
5,000 or $250,000.
So we don't want to crash in.
No. So this actual job, what we're about to do, what's that called?
We're actually going to use plasma to burn out these parts. And what we're going to do is go right to about, see the X marks right there on the sheet?
X marks the spot.
X marks the spot. You have a program. This is what our part's going to look like. We actually have 4 parts.
This machine is going to cut where all the yellow lines are?
No, where all the red lines are. And it's going to just travel where the yellow lines are. So this will take about 15 minutes to cut this whole thing out.
We better start cutting.
There we go.
Oh my goodness! Probably shouldn't be looking right at that, right? It's almost hypnotic.
And all it takes is just be able to set the magnet on it, like that, and usually it'll keep it from falling down in there.
The magnet?
Yes, the magnet. But we also have to check to make sure the slag doesn't spark right at us.
Right.
Sometimes the slag, we want to build right up on the nozzle, so when it's traveling to the next spot, we want to clear that to make sure it doesn't do that.
There's really not much to do once you hit the thing.
Once you hit the go, it's going to cut it. That's the nice thing about a CNC machine. It runs automatic, and it's going to cut across it, and that part will be done. Now it's going to come up, and it's going to start the next one.
Every time it stops, I go in and I knock some of this off. I'm working.
That's it. Go up. We go up a little slow.
Once the pieces have been cut, they're removed from the cutting table with the help of a crane-supported electromagnet.
Forward.
Sorry, south.
South.
And we want to try to do is stop that swing. So now we want to come west. Okay, that's good. And just come down to the table. Okay.
I think I got it.
And we'll go back, pick up the other three of them.
Operating the device is kind of a fluid, sophisticated dance between man and machine.
I mean, that probably weighs a bunch.
Yeah, this here will weigh, this is probably still 700-800 pounds, okay?
Moving the super heavy remaining piece is like a dance between man and weapon.
Yeah, that's not too dangerous at all.
Yeah,
Right.
really bad once you get this load swinging around. It does really bad things. It can swing into someone else, into a machine. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring it right over here, then we're gonna lay it down right here. We're gonna lay it down on these two stickers,
Okay.
okay? And we'll go ahead and start lowering it down. We wanna
Right.
go north a little bit more. That's good. Down, okay? And our part's gonna start laying down.
Okay.
So we get to come down. Now we wanna follow it with the crane.
That's west.
Yes. See what we did? See where our crane is like this?
Yeah, right.
So what this can do, it can drag it off. Now we're done with our crane. Now this is all the stuff that comes out of the bottom of that kerf.
This is kerf residue.
Yes. Goes molten. Once it hits the water, cools, makes you little islands.
How do you get the kerf residue out?
We have 3 tools, like a garden hoe, different type of garden hoe, and then a spade.
Great.
We just start in here and we break it up. Then we use the hoe and the rake to be able to move it
Right.
over to that side there. In the trough there's some trays.
Where's the tray?
Right here. These here.
Okay.
Again, we'll be using the
The
crane.
crane will be coming over that.
Yep.
All right. So the idea is to get all this junk in here.
Into there.
You have another one of those spades?
Yep, we got several of them.
Great. Break them out.
Coming up,
Up, down, down.
Down.
Go forward. Up.
when directions are coming at you like a freight train,
Now go down.
Yeah.
Go forward.
Tilt forward.
Side shift the other way.
you just want to kick the schmutz out of something.
That's what I'm talking about.
And later,
Take your pick, whatever size ear canals you have.
I never knew the importance of ear canal size
You look like a big canal?
until I met the blaster. Kerf residue looks a whole lot like other stuff I've scraped.
20 years?
Yep.
How do you work your way up to here?
Grinding, beveling.
It takes hours to do this, right?
Yeah, this will take about 3 hours to clean both these tables out.
Who's this guy?
This is Ray. He's bringing in a dumpster to empty the stuff out from here into the dumpster so we can send it to the recycler.
Is it full?
Well, could get a little fuller
Aren't you normally up here doing this?
sometimes. I do it a little bit different, but
How do you do it?
easier. I flip it over with a forklift.
He flips it over with a forklift.
That's how he does it.
Goes quicker my way.
How long you been here?
Me, 31 years.
How long you been here?
21, almost 21.
21, 31?
Go with 31. There you go.
I'm just saying, I don't know much about locomotives, but I can add. All right, well, let's dump one of these.
Get a little bit on that and then we dump it, eh?
All right.
Give me that rake over there, Sullivan.
You guys on a last name basis?
Yeah, we were pretty much on a last name basis. You don't want to get too friendly out here.
No, that's the last thing you want on a job.
Yeah.
It's that weird level of forced familiarity. So how many locomotives then over the years, if you had to guess?
Several hundred.
Yeah.
I built them underframes over there where you were this morning.
Yeah, I saw you over there. Yeah, you look kind of annoyed when I saw you first.
Well, I was just making sure you didn't fall off my underframe.
I stumble a lot, but I never fall.
I say you're good, Sullivan. That's enough of that crap.
That's what I like. That's the kind of thing I look for on a T-shirt.
There you go. Let some of the water run out there.
Right, no sense in messing up the floor.
So let's let it turn, Mike. Kind of get it in the middle of the dumpster here.
Okay.
Good.
Hey, now what we're gonna do is we gotta pop these loose.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, now pull your two outside ones clear off.
What else are pry bars good for? There you go.
There you go.
Turn into a hammer.
Okay, now the bottom's gonna come open.
So my hands should be out of the way.
Yeah.
Like that, huh?
That's why I don't do it this way.
I think this will do it.
Yep.
Doing things Ray's way may not, in fact, be easier or safer, but it sure sounds like more fun.
Why don't you haul it over there with this forklift? Then I got a hot rod one over there we can use to flip it with.
Sure.
Up.
Up. Keep going.
Down.
You go.
Up and back up.
Back up.
He's
up,
got shift.
Now down.
down.
Okay. Tilt forward. Okay, up. Side shift over. Third lever.
Put your transmission in neutral so you can gas it up.
Righto.
Now come up. Tilt back. Now side shift this way.
Side
Third
shift.
one over. Third
Neutral.
lever. Keep going. Give it a little gas.
Yeah.
Now go down.
Yeah.
Tilt forward.
Tilt forward.
Side shift the other way.
Yeah.
So now you want to come up?
Yep.
You want to go,
Tilt back.
Tilt back.
Okay.
Okay, you're good to go.
Got it. Taking a wild guess, but we going that way?
Yep, we're going this way, Mike.
1 foot on the gas, 1 on the brake. What would one polar bear say to the other polar bear? I'm freezing. So we just grab it and give it a toss?
Well, yeah, you want me to do it first time so you got it, or you just got it? We're gonna bring the forklifts over here, and we're gonna hook it under here, and we're gonna come up and
gonna
roll
push it.
forward. Yeah, we're just gonna let it go kabam.
I love it.
You got it?
This little turbo guy?
This little turbo guy. Yeah. Okay, now you just gotta go up and forward. all
Up and
the same-
forward. That's complicated.
Mike, come forward, come forward. Hang on, hang on.
That's probably not what you had in mind, was
No, that wasn't.
it? It's almost as if I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, slow down now, slow down. Come on up.
Sorry,
come
I
on
got
up.
excited,
come on
man. I
up.
got very
come on
excited.
Up. Come on up. Keep
Coming
coming up. Forward, forward and up, forward and up. There you go. All right.
Oh, nice.
We just knocked all that crap off. Now let's get her
was
back
loud.
right side up.
Gotcha.
Okay, forward, forward. Let her go. Hey, my table's clean.
There's still some schmutz in it.
Yeah, we'd flip her 3 or 4 more times.
Let's flip her again then.
You like it,
I
this?
can't get enough of this. I'll be honest with you, Ray.
Let's go back from that side.
You got it.
One more time over, upside down. One more time, right side up.
Roger.
And then I call it. Travel forward and up. There you go. You got it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Beats shoveling, doesn't it?
You ain't lying.
With any luck, you'll have to do it 2 more times.
A fella can dream, can he? Well, that's something you don't see every day.
No, it isn't.
Go down, down, down.
Just testing.
There you go.
So then the stuff that I cut, and by me I mean while I stood there and watched the machine do the work,
Yes, sir.
that needs to go on the part of the locomotive I was walking on this morning.
Yes, sir.
Can you help me get that in there?
Sure.
Well, let's do that. All right, it's all coming back to me. That's when I started on.
Yes, sir.
And that's a locomotive for a commuter train.
Commuter underframe.
And this is what exactly?
A switcher underframe.
And what's the difference?
Well, you'll notice it has a very heavy plate. It's a lot heavier. It's 12, 14 feet shorter.
Right.
Doesn't have as big as engine as this.
Oh, now this looks very familiar.
This is your bolster extension you burnt this morning.
And what's its actual purpose?
It's an extension off the frame and a big jack pad like you would put on your car. Pick a locomotive up.
Why would you have to pick the locomotive
Well,
up?
we might have to change the wheels on it or change the trucks.
Change
or
the tires.
Change the tires.
And once the locomotive is in this condition, what's the next step after that?
Blast and prime.
And that's a whole other area?
Completely different building.
I could freeze to death out there on a day like
Well,
this.
you'll have to walk fast.
Is it that direction?
That direction.
Yes, sir. Absolute pleasure.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go do some blasting. You guys
Yeah,
take 5. Take a break. Don't work so hard. You got 31 years in, okay?
Yeah.
Relax. You with 21, you keep going. Slacker.
Coming up, after I meet the mind-numbing blaster,
You should ask for a raise.
the skull-cracking noise of an impact wrench is music to my ears. And later,
I just caught the lip on the backside. We got to be careful.
it's a good thing I'm not on payroll.
We can snap a power assembly or shoot this skyrocketing.
That'd be bad.
Be real bad. Come on up.
This would be the blasting place.
Yes, it is.
And you're Lester.
Yes, I am.
I'm Mike.
How you do?
I do great, thanks. And in there is the actual, where the blasting takes place?
Yes, it is. We come in through the center door. We're suited up now.
Right.
And we'll go over to this. This is the blast hose.
So this all needs to get, are we sandblasting or what's coming out of here?
We're grit blasting. This is grit. Instead of sand, it's actually iron filings is what it is.
Yeah.
And it scars the metal or it takes off the mill scale and makes some paintable surface.
So that's the point of doing this. Right now paint wouldn't stick to it.
Not very well. And it takes off this scale here and takes off rust and makes a surface that paint adheres to a lot more efficiently.
So we're roughing it up.
Exactly, yes we are.
Okay.
I don't know how the head thing's gonna fit you. How's the head?
Is it adjustable up there?
Yeah.
I think it could be a little looser.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy that wears this got a small head.
Yeah, that's not me.
Try that, Mike, and see if it fits you. But before we blast, I need for you to put a set of earplugs in. Take your pick, whatever size ear canals you have.
No, I never measured them. What size are your ear canals?
Large.
Looks like a big canal? Medium? Oh, there you go.
Since the particle-filled air in the blasting room is virtually unbreathable, air supply hoses are connected to the helmets. The mill scale the grit blasting removes is surface waste generated by rolling and extruding steel. It's about 70% iron. If the surface of the locomotive structure isn't blasted and roughed up, paint will have a tendency to peel right off. Not a good look. Wearing the suit is almost a complete sensory experience. It's difficult to see what you're doing. I can't hear a thing. Nobody can hear me. It's claustrophobic, and I'm comfortable to move around it. Inside, there's the overpowering smell of worn leather mixed with sweat, not all of which is my own. The only one of the 5 senses not affected is taste, which is nice.
Man, I would love to get out of here, but I just have no idea where the door is or what I'm looking at. I don't know what they pay you. You should ask for a raise.
I'm used to it, I enjoy it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Where does your mind go when you're doing that?
You can go anywhere you want, but you better like who you're in that helmet with.
That's a fact. I'm gonna wander off, find another building, find another guy doing another thing.
Great.
I should probably put this back in its place.
I can take care of it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Pleasure meeting you.
It was nice meeting you, Mike.
Don't let it get to you in there.
I won't.
There are few things on Earth more mind-numbing than a blaster. I'm hoping the engine refurbishing shop isn't one of them.
So we're off to another building. The building in question is called the Annex. It's just right around the corner, which around here means a little over a mile away. So we're gonna go ahead and drive. We were gonna take the train, but it's not running. Pretty sure that's a big old engine. Fairly sure this is one too. Hey guys.
Hey.
How are you?
All righty.
All right.
I'm good. I'm Mike.
Freddie.
Freddie?
Rodney.
Rodney, Freddie, and Rodney. We'll shake later. You guys look like you're. Freddie and Rodney are in the thick of it. What exactly are you doing, Rodney?
Oh, we got a damaged pan, and we're getting ready to do a complete rebuild on this block.
Looks like. What happened there? Throw a rod or something?
It shot a rod right out.
That's a rod.
That's a rod.
Now, all engines have rods, but that's just bigger than your average rod.
A lot bigger than the average.
That is a rod. This is a cylinder hole, and we're going to rebuild. How old is the engine? Do you know?
We can go with the serial number off a block in the corner, but the last time this was rebuilt was back in. This was actually built in '97.
So we're going to pull out a dirty version of this and these.
Yep.
All right.
Just a socket and a socket on the backside. One spins, the other one locks it. Ready to rumble.
Uh-oh.
Just a bolt falling in the pan.
Doesn't bother you?
Nope.
We'll never see it again, will we?
Okay, now take this socket, take the two bolts on top.
Some locomotive engines need to be rebuilt to extend their life. It takes about 90 hours to completely disassemble an engine and prepare it for cleaning.
There's your bearing.
So that's done. Then we go up here and take the whole power out, the whole assembly out.
All right.
Coming up,
Mike, try never to walk under the load.
Good tip. Great. Thanks, Rod.
a 13-ton engine. Kind of gets away from me.
We hit east instead of west. Damn it. Is that too much, Rodney?
A little bit rocking and rolling.
Times like this, it'd be great to know what I'm doing.
Well, you want to take her north first.
That's north, all
There
right.
you go. Now bump it up slowly.
The power assembly consists of a cylinder, valves, and piston. The fuel explosions that power the locomotive take place inside these assemblies.
Whoop, whoop. Okay.
Down?
No, go ahead, on up. We just caught the lip on the backside. We got to be careful. Because on the backside lip here, catch here, we can snap a power assembly or shoot this skyrocketing in the air.
That'd be bad.
Be real bad. Come on up. Just removed your cylinder, power assembly.
All right, and this thing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16?
16 of them.
Well, obviously, it's a locomotive. It's got to drag the whole train. You need power.
Actually, a 16-cylinder now, the way we're built now, are more horsepower than a 20-cylinder.
Why?
Better compression, new design.
Cool. All right, so what do you do now?
We're gonna take her north, and we're gonna drop them in the crate right down there.
This particular engine produces 3,800 horsepower, about 15 times more than the average passenger car.
Are you going to send this back or what?
We'll send this out in the yard, and normally we'll either send them out for scrap or we'll have another company actually buy these used units. We rebuild some, but it's contract specific.
That's good right there.
Now we'll get ready to remove the other side.
On any given week, between 1 and 3 engines are upgraded here, modernizing locomotives at a considerable savings to Motive Power's customers compared to buying a brand new engine.
Your next step we're going to do, we're going to be removing bolts to hold our block and pan together.
Block and pan.
Block
so
and pan. This is your
That's your block.
assembly.
That's your pan. All right. Nothing.
Nothing. Nope, nothing.
Here you go, Mike. Show us your strength.
Holy smokes. Step back. I got the cheater bar. I can't get a bite on it, you know?
See if you can get a bite through the window right here.
There you go.
Yeah, you got it moving a little bit.
Is this helpful at all?
It's helping. Only problem is the way it's acting, you're on tightening, not loosening.
Yeah.
I'm tightening it?
You're tightening it. You need to pull this direction.
Why? You're kidding.
No, you're tightening it. Righty, tighty, lefty, loosey.
Well, man, the two experts just watched me tighten this thing beyond.
I just noticed what direction you was turning.
You got a little thing you flip here, like this thing?
Nope, just turn your around and start pulling it that direction.
Fine, go ahead.
There you go. That's a lot better. That's just a basic. That's a math problem, that's all.
Now the other side, 2 to go.
That's that. Just gonna scrape it.
Pick your choosing. Now we're getting ready to scrape all this burnt oil, I call it,
Off here or off the inside?
inside. We're gonna scrape all this inside.
Oh, boy.
sludge inside a well-worn engine is carbon and oil residue, which over time can cause an engine to run hotter and possibly fail.
Okay, now we're getting to the part that would tear the unit down for. Split, block the pan.
Split the block and the pan.
Yep.
That's going to take a crane.
We're going to take a crane.
How much it weigh?
I want to say 2,300 pounds.
How about 23,000?
That sounds closer. Slowly.
You like that?
Yep.
This is the biggest thing I've lifted all day, I think.
When an engine's rebuilt, bearings, power assemblies, crankshafts, gears, and injectors will all be replaced.
Get them all?
Yep. We're gonna go that way, then west.
This way and then around?
Yeah, we're gonna go south and then west, and then come back.
All right. Jeez.
Mike, try never to walk under the load.
Good tip. Great. Thanks, Rod.
Okay, take her north.
North. Is that too much, Rodney?
A little bit rocking and rolling.
Am I killing you? At times like this, it'd be great to know what I'm doing.
All right, come on down a little bit, take her west.
We hit east instead of west. Damn it.
Center of the cart,
Working on that.
take her north.
A little bit more.
See, when they get greasy like this, you can't see up, down, north, south, east, west. Nothing. They just look like black dots.
Bring her west a little, Mike.
West. Who knows?
Okay, let's get the swing out and we'll lower it.
I can't remember. You understand? Look at them.
Mike,
They're all the
come on
same,
down.
same color. Down, up. Here we go.
Okay.
Coming up,
Oh my God, where'd the light go? Everybody starts shooting everything at once because it's going to be dark and then we don't have a show.
when you mix chaos, danger, darkness, and toxic chemicals,
That'll basically turn you into a puddle of snot if it gets on you.
It certainly will.
we call it Dirty Job Soup.
Is this toxic? Oh, yeah. All right, so we've come to that part of the day. It's my favorite part. It's called the dirty jobs. Oh my God, where'd the light go? Everybody starts shooting everything at once because it's going to be dark and then we don't have a show. So this big giant top part of the engine is going to come out. An even larger crane is going to hook to it. It's going to rise into the air. And then if everything goes as planned, we're going to swing it over here and it's going to go inside this thing that starts with a P, but I can't remember the name. It's like a Parsmer or a Petron or a Paducal.
A Persico.
It's a Persico. Okay. I just got a quick look inside there. It's very cool. We'll try and show you that too before it gets too dark. But basically, we're going to watch a 27,000-pound engine like a chicken on a rotisserie spinning around. This is Wilmer, and this is Robert, right? All right, you run the crane?
You want to?
Yes,
Go
we
I'll
are.
do whatever you let me do.
Go ahead.
Just like what I've been doing all day, only bigger.
Yep.
Up, down, east, west. All right, here we go.
When an engine is rebuilt, all the reusable parts are cleaned by being submerged in a powerful liquid detergent. The engine block is given something that's more like a shower.
Okay. Good. There you go. Right there. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
What we need to do next is get the second stand in place for the rear,
You're going to go right into that hole there. buddy.
and we're good to go. And it'll be pumping the same cleaner that we use for both. Snap it down.
And this pumps oil.
All right, pumps the cleaning solution through the oil galley.
Now, what is the solution again?
Positive 170.
And that'll basically turn you into a puddle of snot if it gets on you?
It certainly will. Opened it one morning, found a glove, a bottle, and a light bulb in here.
So some drunk had a bright idea.
I guess.
He is the man.
So when this thing is really getting washed, I mean, you got to close the top.
Yep, absolutely.
But
And we'll show you, we're able to show you how the rotisserie works.
That's what I want to see.
But we can't run the spray bar running, obviously, because
We die.
you'd have that bottle and
Yeah, we'd be evaporated. Maybe for our
Yeah.
final episode.
there you go. There you go.
Tune in next Tuesday. Very special Dirty Jobs. Now you see him?
No, you don't.
Just like that. How long you been here, Wilmer?
16 years.
What'd you do before this?
20 years in retail, grocery.
What'd you like better?
Building models.
From grocery retail to washing engine blocks to a secret passion for building giant models.
I really realized one day I just couldn't stand people
Okay,
anymore.
that's good.
Have you met Barsky? You guys are going to get along great. Can't stand people anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You know what you are, Robert? You're a misanthrope. You're a people hater.
Well,
Oh,
there's people here that have other names for him too, but we won't mention that. Okay, on.
He's out of there, right? You're not in there, Robert.
I'm right here.
Last thing I want to do is chew up a misanthrope.
Right there you go.
There you go. And this is top speed for the rotating?
Yep, that's the speed.
All right, well, I'm thinking we got the idea here. It spins
Okay,
around.
let's close the lids. Stay clear.
All right, everybody.
The spray bar, the spray cycle will not turn on until it closes.
Do I have to keep my finger on here, or will it go?
No, you're fine. Nope.
It's pretty cold out here, man.
Oh, no, come on. No. Okay, hear the click? wash, cycle. You're gonna watch that bar there. Hit it. There it goes. And
What's happened? Is this toxic?
Oh yeah.
Does it kill you?
No, the steam won't, no. And what we normally do is we'll stand here and watch, make sure it goes a full cycle so we know nothing's jammed, nothing's falling in there to rock it up.
Right. So that thing's getting clean.
Yep.
Right now, it's right on the
4
verge.
hours, 4.5 hours.
What will you guys be doing during that crucial period?
Back in there tearing them apart.
Tearing them apart.
Get them ready to put it back together.
Where does all of this actually get assembled? I've seen so many buildings, but I still don't have a sense of where it comes together.
The finish shop is the place to go.
That would be an interesting place for me to go now?
Yes, it would.
You guys on overtime now, by the way?
Yes.
Yes.
That's good, right?
Yes.
You want to stick around, chat a little more?
Sure.
Sure.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for not dissolving me down there.
You're welcome.
Alrighty.
Coming up, when you're trying to put a complicated shot together, sometimes tempers get short.
Thank you for telling me that I had plenty of time to look at it, but I did not.
You guys fighting?
He is.
It's moments like this on the 200th job that bring a real sense of satisfaction,
Okay, wait, hold on a second.
pride, and hope for the future. Kind of makes you want to toot your own horn.
I don't know. Out of my way, sinners.
Bright and early the next morning, the crew and I set up to shoot the big finish to the story. In, appropriately, the finish shop.
We never do this. We're shooting. This is the second day on one shoot. Haven't done this in a long time, but we want to get a specific shot. So we've come back to make it all happen. Doug, in search of that elusive Emmy, has somehow got himself all the way up there, risking life and limb and an almost certain concussion to get the shot of his career. And I'm here to help.
Getting the big shot sometimes requires the complicated coordination of all kinds of things that can sometimes lead to a little edginess.
Thank you for telling me that I had plenty of time to look at it, but I did not because I was trying different sizes to see where.
You guys fighting?
He is.
Complicated shots often have to be prepped and rehearsed with time-consuming, almost mind-altering tedium. I think that after 200 jobs, we kind of had this routine streamlined.
On right next to the yellow line then, on the
Nope.
on that side of the train or on the opposite side of the train?
The whole life-sucking process messes with your head in ways that aren't very productive. Huge pieces of your life that you can never get back just vanish into thin air. Then, when you're almost finished fooling around, the place shuts down for lunch.
They're not going to be back for half an hour, so we can't afford that.
No, we don't have that kind of time.
Doug, which is worse for you personally? Not shooting the shot after you've taken the time to set it up, or shooting it and not having it used at all in the edit bay?
Neither. You said you had it under control, and I told you that a while ago.
If you've just joined us, we've just spent the last an hour trying to set up a shot, and we finally got the shot just right to match with an earlier shot that Troy took, and now everybody's going to lunch in this giant train factory. They're all gone. The shot's unusable. But Doug is so deeply vested in the process, and we all, knowing one another and caring, don't want to snatch that kind of soul-deadening potential disappointment away from him. So we're just trying to keep the peace. So terrible.
Then, a miracle. The crane operator postpones his tuna salad sandwich so we can shoot.
Okay, you can roll.
Here it is. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Wait till you see how these shots cut together. Notice how nobody's in Doug's and everybody's in the other one. You're going to love it. You'll see. The assembly line here at Motive Power is a lot like any other assembly line. It just moves a lot slower. The engine I work on is going to look a lot like that engine right there 14 days from now. And then every 7 days, the entire line moves. But because everything is connected, everything's got to move at the same time, which is why it's a busy place. In the end, after a whole lot of work and a lot of complicated stuff I'm not even going to try and explain, a finished locomotive emerges somewhere down there. And somebody gets to drive it. Who could we get? You get me. I'm available. Although these guys are real engineers, right, Gerald?
Correct.
And Carlos?
Yes, sir.
What do you do, Carlos?
I do the fast track and prep the units for track test.
And what do you do, Gerald?
I'm just an overall test electrician.
Okay. Are either of you qualified to make sure I don't run this thing off the tracks?
Both
Yes, we are.
And it is true that you're actually going to let me drive a train?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
What a country. Look, they've even given me this. This is the key to the kingdom with my name on it. And I'm assuming, guys, this goes in here?
Right there.
So the key's in?
Keys in. All you gotta do is fire it up, push the start button.
How does one fire it up exactly?
It's got a main engine start. You push that button, it'll go through a startup process. Okay, you go ahead and go to forward. Just move your little lever you put in there forward.
This guy?
Yep.
And there we go. Upper, forward all the way with the brake.
Yeah. I'm still in training. Now he's climbing up on the back of the thing, and he's saying, come on back,
And off we go.
how fast will this thing go if I wanted to really open her up?
The overspeed is set at 83.
How fast will it go in reverse?
Same as forward.
You go 83 miles an hour in reverse?
Yes, sir. We don't do it here.
You guys have any idea where we're going?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Probably pretty
I
good.
think this is good.
Copy, Willie. We're good
This
here.
goes to 0.
Back up to idle.
Yep, 0. Put it in forward.
Forward.
Okay, bring your throttle lever back to 6. Just let it rev up and it'll start moving through the brakes. You want to turn your bell on, blow your horn. Blow your horn a little bit.
Out of my way, sinners.
Here we go. We'll go up here to the switch, and then we'll get back.
Then you'll switch back, then we'll go back where we started. We all go home. Great.
This should be good. I'm going to apply the brake.
All right. Well, it's a big day. Got to blow the horn, got to ring the bell, got to rev it up, forward, backward, communicate with Willie,
Yeah,
wherever he is.
he's on the back end.
Look how casual you are. You must have supreme confidence in me.
There ain't too much that can happen. We're on set tracks.
Come on, man. I'm trying to build drama. Thank you. Great fun,
You're
guys.
very welcome.
Thanks for the ride. Told you we were going to build a choo-choo. Didn't know I was going to drive one. People often tell me that dirty jobs reminds them of a time when hard work was something to be celebrated, when craftsmen and tradesmen were seen as role models. Personally, for me, the last 200 jobs have been consistently surprising insofar as they've been so much fun. I just want to thank the guys up in Boise for doing what it takes, morning, noon, and night, to help us get from here to there. And I want to thank you for putting up with my shenanigans for these last 200 jobs. I know from time to time it's been annoying. Like they say, the first 200 are always the toughest. See you for 201. All right, boys, you can celebrate. Back in season 1, I thought it'd be a good idea to ask people to send in their suggestions for dirty jobs because I wanted to involve you, the viewer. Frankly, it was a device. We had plenty of ideas, but in season 2, the reality caught up with us. We were completely out of ideas, and by season 3, we had become completely dependent on your willingness to go to discovery.com and suggest my next dirty adventure. Here in season 4, we've passed the point of desperation, and I've come to a place in my own career where I'll do virtually anything to get you to go to discovery.com/dirty jobs and suggest my next dirty adventure. If you do that, not only will I be grateful, but I'd be willing in the future to meet. Dude, look at your gloves. Where'd you get those, man? Would you go on The Price is Right? What happened to you? God, you mug Joan Rivers. Point is, after 200 dirty adventures, it's enough to make a fellow want to celebrate. And tonight, that's exactly no. And that's sorry. And I want to thank you as well for listening as I forget most of the words I used to know and started grouping them up in new and exciting ways. The fact that you continue to watch is something that's not lost on me.